Hello, my name's Julie and I've been a hearing dog volunteer for 2 years, and I'm at the moment training a young cockapoo. He's a little red cockapoo called Casper. He's absolutely lovely. And at the moment I'm doing what they call the puppy socialising. So I'm just making him, or helping to make him, into a really confident little sociable dog ready for the next stage of his training. So after you get your puppy, it's actually a bit like Christmas because they give you a box of all their toys and their bedding, and they get a little gift bag, and then you get their food, you get everything. There's nothing that you don't have, and that's on the same day. And then you basically bring them home and you just love them for a little while, and just get used to them and they get used to you, and then your trainer starts to step in. And that's when the lovely Rachel started to come to the house and see how Casper was getting on. And then after a little while you start puppy classes at the Grange. And we go to the Grange once a week and we're learning about impulse control. Basically it's all treat rewarded, so they just love food. So you just have a lot of treats, and it's all in stages. So at the moment we're putting little piles of treats on the floor and encouraging them not to steal them, or covering them up so they can know they're there but they can't have them. And you just build on it. So every stage is a tiny step at a time. You don't just rush into it. And that's what we're doing at the moment. So why did I become a volunteer for hearing dogs? I really wanted to do something as a volunteer, and our family have gone through quite a process in the past couple of years with one of our daughters being quite poorly. My husband then became a non-executive for that charity, which is Teenage Cancer Trust, and it was too close to my heart to do that, obviously. But I felt that I had so much to give, and I knew about hearing dogs because I live quite locally, so I see them a lot in town, and I thought that would be a great thing to do. So I'm putting my love of dogs, which I adore, with something that would really help somebody else. And so I have a lot of support from the charity. I have my trainer Rachel, who comes to see Casper once a week outside in the field, I call it. So it's in the home, or we go for walks. And then once a week we go to the Grange and the puppy hall, or the paddocks they have there, which are amazing. And we do all kinds of training there. So Rachel's always on the phone. Any problems at all, you just give them a call and Rachel will get back to you straight away. So you don't have to pay for anything. You don't pay for the food, the vet's bills, the medications the dogs need, anything. And they just do all of it, and they give you reminders, and you have books to write everything in. It's actually really simple to do. So you feel really well supported. So Casper's my second hearing dog. My first hearing dog was the most beautiful black cockapoo, and he was called Gizmo, and we used to call him Mo. And I got him as a puppy, and I initially was only going to do the first bit, which is a socialising bit, but I loved it so much I asked if I could do the sound training with him, and I was allowed to do that. And it was the most rewarding thing to see this little puppy who really had no kind of manners at all develop into this incredible dog that I could take around town in his jacket, and it would take me 2 hours to do a tiny bit of shopping because people would stop and talk about him. He was amazing. And then we had to pass him on to his partner, which was a bittersweet moment. And yeah, we still miss him. We think about him every day, but we know he's amazing, and that's just all you can ask, really. See, now I get really emotional. He was such a lovely dog. So I am so proud to do this, and to see what a difference it makes to someone's life, because we take it for granted that we can all hear beautifully, and we have no idea what it's like not to. But when I walked around town with Gizmo with his jacket and his lead, and the people that came up to me and talked to me, it just opened up so much. And I've met so many lovely people, actually my friends now, through Gizmo, and that's why you do it. It's amazing. It's just the most rewarding thing. And the environment you are in with hearing dogs is so supportive and so kind and so loving that there's nothing that you can't do with these dogs, honestly. And you don't need any experience, you really don't. But what you get back is just amazing. And what I would say is, we talked about this as a family, and we wish we'd done this when the girls were younger, because it was such a lovely bonding experience to do it. So yeah, it's just the proudest thing, and I'm so proud of the charity.